Hello and welcome to the Outtakes Reel, full of real good stuff that didn't make it into the episode.
And we're kicking things off with us arriving into the marina at Hamilton Island. This was prior to our near disastrous anchoring incident in Driftwood Bay, episode 109 if you haven't already watched it. We were lucky to be allowed back to the island after we got into a spot of trouble with island security for being lax parents and allowing our boys to be boys, jumping on and off the moving golf cart that was trundling on at 10 miles an hour. We did this ourselves as kids before officialdom decreed you're not allowed to hurt yourself. Now granted, we were technically in the wrong and we certainly wouldn't have done this in the main street of the island, but we were on a back road away from the crowds, and in our mind, if you're not hurting anyone else, then what harm are you doing? There's a marina.
Get back on, mate. Get back on.
Yeah.
Carry on.
No entry.
What?
No entry.
There. We just got told off by the cops.
That wasn't a cop.
Wasn't it?
No, it was just a guy. And
security.
Security.
Right.
Seriously, what are you doing? How is that hurting anybody but ourselves?
I was running.
I know.
You're not allowed.
I was doing exercise.
Well, no, the thing is, in this day and age,
I know, you can't do anything, can you?
it hurts nobody else on this island. Nobody else on this island.
Okay, what's your pull over?
He wants you to pull over.
Where is he? Oh, is he a cop?
No, he's island security. Island security. You're in trouble, Rachel.
What does it say? Does it say no children jumping back on and off?
Where are you guys?
G'day.
I'm hoping that's a one-off. Yeah. Yes, no?
Yeah, I think so.
After a verbal warning, we were escorted back to the buggy hire centre to report our crime and to be assessed for a new buggy because our one had a faulty passenger seatbelt. I thought he was going to tell us to go back and that's it. You're not allowed a buggy anymore. You're obviously not Hamilton Island people.
We don't want to have injuries, we certainly don't want to have deaths, we understand that. And you take life into your own hands when you go out on one of these things.
Why do all the things say, why don't buses say do that?
We weren't doing it where people could see us and we would be a bad influence on anybody, except we went past security who could see us. And then we were meek and mild when we got told off.
We were meek and mild.
Oh, sorry. You didn't hear anything. Honestly.
Okay, here we are. We're at the buggy hire.
I'm assuming I come in here. Do I come in here?
I don't know.
Oh, that's why the buggy hire.
Alright. We're changing out our buggy. This is the buggy hire place.
Yeah. We're in
Look at these
trouble.
buggies.
I was on the side of Marina Drive and they were running past, the kids were out of the back running past next to the buggy. Playing silly
Nobody's
buggers.
hurt.
Lock 'em
We
up.
didn't kill anybody.
Lock 'em up.
But we do deserve
It's 211. Apparently the passenger side seatbelt does not work. Okay. We'll get that swapped out.
It's due back at 4:30, isn't it?
Yeah.
4:30.
I've got it 3:25, but I put it
Oh,
Thank you.
Yes.
Faster.
Whew, that was close, wasn't it? We almost ended up in the clinger. Clinger? Clinger. In the clinger. Slammer.
The cling film. We're almost in it. Stuck.
Oh, we are so bad.
Oh, this is slower up. Oh, it's a steep hill.
At least now we have a fully charged buggy and working seatbelts.
No, I couldn't read it. There is
I'll make this comparison with this particular gentleman actually, but I do, and this is my weakness, but I do tend to judge people a little bit.
Oh,
And
you are a bit judgy, Robert.
I am a bit judgy.
He was
very
very
serious,
officious
and,
and very serious, and I didn't think he was having fun. And he's not just having fun too.
He's definitely not having a good day.
Anyway.
Although he will have a
He was doing his job, but he doing his job, but there are two ways of doing that job. In a nice way and in a very officious way, and he chose the officious way.
Now I know there's officious people out there possibly watching this. You'll be
Probably saying
saying he's in the right and you
and he
guys
absolutely
are in the wrong.
and he was absolutely in the right, and we were absolutely in the wrong. However, as I say, he could have just said, "Hey guys, looks like fun, but not acceptable, unacceptable." And the thing is, when he told the guy at the buggy hire went,
It was good.
He was like, okay, well, they were jumping off, great, okay. Here's new buggy.
He actually said it was good no one's hurt. That's great.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Here's the new buggy. You could probably run past it. Can you run past them, the really fully charged ones? So there we go. Lesson learned. No more running off the back of the buggies for now.
Where are we going?
For now.
from chaos to order and the more conservative pastime of growing a small boat garden. We're planting a garden because we haven't got a garden and we can't have a garden. These two I've done earlier. This is chilies. These are strawberries. We've got cherry tomatoes, sunflowers, those are for my mum, coriander and basil. The seeds are in the pot. The soil is over here. Look at that, little blocks of soil that you hydrate, and then you plant your seeds and you just wait and see what happens. So let's water our soil, make it grow. Pouring in the water. Slowly, over the next 10 minutes, the dehydrated soil absorbs the water, which can then be divided between the coloured plant pots. It's still a little bit dry, so we're adding a bit more water because it'll make our soil like cardboard otherwise. Difficult to handle. I've just got tomato seeds in my hand. I'm going to plant 6 just in case one of them or 2 of them don't germinate. Sunflowers, coriander, there we go, basil. Now some extra soil on top to cover the seeds. And hey presto, Bob's your uncle, charge your aunt, that's pretty much it.
My old mate Ken, who's been with us a couple of times with his family, made this little doodah years ago, like when we first bought the boat back in 2014, and it's been a loyal servant until it started fraying. Well, actually what Ken did was he made the knot that was the end of the handle which opened the hatch at the bow, and Ivan has made a new one, and here she is, the old with the new. And when you look at the size of that thing, my word, that is a beauty, eh? Well, we're on the move again, and we've just bring out the big guns, right? What's your name, Declan? We'll bring out the big guns to try and catch them. Although we're motor sailing, there's very little wind. We've got 6 knots apparent. If we drop the engines, we might be 8 knots apparent. Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. It's all great.
Let's put it out then.
Let's do it. You ready?
He was born ready. Declan unfortunately has just got up, haven't you, Dex? He's been forced out of bed so that Rob could get out the sail that lives in the little cabin beyond Declan's. It's only, what, 9:30?
Actually, see, you can't get too much of the stuff.
You'll miss us when we're gone.
Right.
Look at him, little boy.
Oh, look at him, he's getting organised.
Getting out of bed.
Oh, I didn't even ask him to do that, and he's doing it. I'm not actually 100% I'm going to put it up actually because of the angle of the wind.
It's a joy to watch, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just a machine. He's like unstoppable, unbeatable, undefinable. Like sunshine is cool. I could watch him work all day. We've discovered a slight problem with putting up the big guns, the big spinnaker, asymmetric spinnaker, jenica, whatever you want to call it. The cleat for the spin lock for the halyard handle is broken. Can you see that? It's broken. The handle, there's no handle. What happens is these things, sometimes they come loose and then a rope whips around when we're tacking and it catches it, breaks it off.
And
so
it's not just done it once.
This is not the first time. You can see we've got tape here. We've previously tied it down, but we hadn't tied it down.
Not very much in this case.
So it's a problem.
It is a problem because it's about the 3rd one we've replaced, isn't it?
It is. Ah! Yeah, I do have another one somewhere. I have to dig it up.
Got an issue, get tissue. So this needs to go away again.
Yeah. Dickie! About Declan to search out for the... He lifted up the seat and... What happened, Declan?
Bob's your uncle,
He
charged your
found
aunt, there
it
it
straight
is.
away.
But you've...
There it
Oh,
is. Oh, it's the handle.
you've already used the handle.
Oh, I've already used the handle. Oh, is there another one in there? There might be another one in there.
Unless, what's that bit there?
No, that's the base plate.
And one.
That one? Oh yeah, I can use that. I'll just take the handle off that one. That's the same one, XS, yep.
You wouldn't just put the whole thing on?
No. No, you have to get access to the bolts behind the mast. So you just take the side things off very carefully because it's all spring loaded.
We'll do that inside, I think.
Yeah, we'll do this one inside.
No, do it out on the track.
While
Okay.
it's windy.
Yeah,
And rough.
Yeah.
okay. Okay, we'll put it back together, just kind of loose parts flopping around a bit in there on the inside. But the key is I do have this handle. Now, while we've been mucking around with this, I've had another look outside and I'm feeling I'm not going to bother putting the spinnaker up because it's just, I don't know, it's not worth
So
doing.
you're going to keep that handle for
Yep. And I'm gonna-
another day and
I'll replace it when we get to the reef. Yep.
better do that then.
Yep, when it's calm.
Yeah, and I'm editing.
Rachel's editing up a storm.
I do editing.
There's a sail sitting out there, waiting to pounce. Looking very bored. Not much life in it at the moment, but one day, Roger Finch, one day. So Declan has just saw that poor thing lying there, liftless, lifeless, and he's decided to do something about it. So impressed. Didn't even ask him.